katakana are syllabic Japanese scripts, a part of the Japanese writing system contrasted with the logographic Chinese characters known in Japan as kanji. There are three kana scripts: modern cursive hiragana, modern angular katakana, and the old syllabic use of kanji known as mana, unregistered trademark hiragana that was ancestral to both. Hentaigana are historical variants of modern standard hiragana. In modern Japanese, hiragana and katakana have directly corresponding character sets. Katakana with a few additions is also used to write Ainu. Kana was used in Taiwanese as a gloss for Chinese characters during the Japanese administration of Taiwan. See Taiwanese kana. Each kana character corresponds to one sound in the Japanese language. This is always CV, such as ka, ki, etc., or v, such as a, I, etc., with the sole exception of the C grapheme for nasal coders usually romanized as n. This structure had some scholars label the system Moraic instead of syllabic, because it requires the combination of two syllabograms to represent a CVC syllable with coda, a CVV syllable with complex nucleus, or a CCV syllable with complex onset. Hiragana and katakana, the following table reads, in Gajayan order, as a, I, U, E, O, then ka, ki, ku, k, ko, and so on. N appears on its own at the end. Asterisks mark unused combinations. There are no kana for yi or yi, as corresponding syllables do not occur in Japanese natively. While there was kana for wu, its usage ended much earlier due to that sound likewise never having existed in Japanese, and it does not yet exist in Unicode. The j sound is believed to have existed in pre-classical Japanese, mostly prior to the advent of kana, and is generally represented for purposes of reconstruction by the kanji plus or minus y, although in archaic hiragana wi, a, does exist. In later periods, the syllabogram wi came to be realized as j, as demonstrated by 17th-century-era European sources, but it later merged with the vowel e and was eliminated from official orthography in 1946. In modern orthography, if necessary, j may be written as aa. However, this usage is limited and non-standard. While no longer part of standard Japanese orthography, we and we are sometimes used stylistically, as in a floriner to the first, a florin 1/4 for whiskey, and a florin plus or minus a floriner to the first for ebisu, a brand of beer. Hiragana we and we are still used in certain Okinawan writing systems, while katakana we and we are still used in Ainu. O is preserved only in a single use, as a grammatical particle, normally written in hiragana, c, t, tu, hu. We and we are often transcribed into English as she, chi, tsu, fu, I and e instead, according to contemporary pronunciation. Diacritics. Syllables beginning with the voiced consonants, g, z, d, and b, are spelled with kana from the corresponding unvoiced columns in the voicing mark, dakitan. Syllables beginning with p, are spelled with kana from the h column and the half-voicing mark, handakitan, xi, d, and du are often transcribed into English as g, and zu instead, respectively, according to contemporary pronunciation. Usually, va, vi, vu, ve, vo are represented by a florin, ba, a florin, b, a florin, bu, a florin unregistered trademark, b, a florin a, bo without making distinctions, but in rare cases each of them are represented by a floriner pound, a florin a section, a florin a copyright. Note: a florin does not have the hiragana form until JIS X0213. Digraphs. Syllables beginning with palatalized consonants are spelled with one of the 7 consonantal kana from the I row followed by small ya, u or yo. These digraphs are called yon. There are no digraphs for the semivowel y and w columns. The digraphs are usually transcribed with 3 letters, leaving out the I, CV. For example, AA florin is transcribed as chi-r, C plus Y and T plus Y are often transcribed and CH instead of SY and TY. For example, A florin is transcribed as sha. In earlier Japanese, Digraphs could also be formed with W kana. Although obsolete in modern Japanese, the digraphs AA and AA are still used in certain Okinawan orthographies. In addition, the kana can be used in Okinawan to form the digraph AA, which represents the sound. Modern usage, see also, Japanese writing system, hiragana, katakana. The difference in usage between hiragana and katakana is stylistic. Usually, hiragana is the default syllabary, and katakana is used in certain special cases. Hiragana is used to write native Japanese words with no kanji representation, as well as grammatical elements such as particles and inflections. Today katakana is most commonly used to write words of foreign origin that do not have kanji representations, as well as foreign personal and place names. Katakana is also used to represent onomatopoeia and interjections, emphasis, technical and scientific terms, transcriptions of the Sino-Japanese readings of kanji, and some corporate branding. Kana can be written in small form above or next to lesser-known kanji in order to show pronunciation. This is called furigana. Furigana is used most widely in children's or learners' books. Literature for young children who do not yet know kanji may dispense with it altogether and instead use hiragana combined with spaces. History. The first kana was a system called manyagana, a set of kanji used for their phonetic values, much as Chinese uses characters for their phonetic values in foreign loanwords today. Manyasha, a poetry anthology assembled in 759, is written in this early script. Hiragana developed as a distinct script from cursive manyagana, whereas katakana developed from abbreviated parts of regular script manyagana as a glossing system to add readings or explanations to Buddhist sutras. Hiragana was developed for speed, whereas katakana developed to be small. Kana is traditionally said to have been invented by the Buddhist priest Kakai in the 9th century. Kakai certainly brought the Siddham script home on his return from China in 806. His interest in the sacred aspects of speech and writing led him to the conclusion that Japanese would be better represented by a phonetic alphabet than by the kanji which had been used up to that point. The modern arrangement of kana reflects that of Siddham, but the traditional Iroha arrangement follows a poem which uses each kana once. The present set of kana was codified in 1900, and rules for their usage in 1946. Collation. Kana are the basis for collation in Japanese. They are taken in the order given by the Gojoon, though Iroha ordering is used for enumeration in some circumstances. Dictionaries differ in the sequence order for long-short vowel distinction, small tsu and diacritics. As Japanese does not use word spaces, there can be no word-by-word collation. All collation is kana by kana. Kana in Unicode. The hiragana range in Unicode is U plus 3040. U plus 309F, and the katakana range is U plus 30AO. U plus 30FF. The obsolete and rare characters also have their proper code points. Code points U plus 3040, U plus 3097, and U plus 3098 are unassigned as of Unicode 6.3. Characters U plus 3095 and U plus 3096 are hiragana small k and small k, respectively. U plus 30F5 and U plus 30F6 are their katakana equivalents. Characters U plus 3099 and U plus 309A are combining Dakutan and Handakutan, which correspond to the spacing characters U plus 309B and U plus 309C. U plus 309D is the hiragana iteration mark, used to repeat a previous hiragana. U plus 309E is the voiced hiragana iteration mark, which stands in for the previous hiragana but with the consonant voiced. U plus 30FD and U plus 30FE are the katakana iteration marks. U plus 309F is a ligature of yori sometimes used in vertical writing. U plus 30FF is a ligature of koto, also found in vertical writing. Additionally, there are half-width equivalents to the standard full-width katakana. These are encoded within the half-width and full-width forms block, starting at U plus FF65 and ending at U plus FF9F. There is also a small katakana phonetic extensions range, which includes some extra characters for writing the Ainu language. Unicode version 6.0 also includes Katakana letter archaic E, and hiragana letter archaic E in the Kana supplement block. See also, Gajayon, Ramaji, transliteration and transcription, historical Kana usage, Manyagana, Hentaigana, references. External links, Kana Q Kana flashcard tool that runs on mobile phones. Real Kana practice hiragana and katakana using different typefaces. Origin of hiragana, origin of katakana, change kanji into ramaji and hiragana, Kana web translator, transliterate Kana to ramaji, Kana copybook, Kana no quiz free Libre and cross-platform educational software to memorize Japanese Kana pronouncing and transcription. Kana Quest memorize Japanese words and Kana with multiple quizzes.